Hi guys, welcome. We are talking through this World Cup draw. The CAF have just announced we watched the draw. Emmanuel Adebayor and Alhaji Diouf talking us through the teams who are going to be meeting each other in the African World Cup playoffs. And well, to say there were a few bombshells there, to say there were a few big storylines there would be something of an understatement. We are going to see the West African derby, Ghana versus Nigeria. Usually it's the match we would never want to see in these circumstances. Obviously, in an ideal world, we want both Ghana and Nigeria through to the World Cup. But in these current circumstances, particularly from a Super Eagles point of view, maybe it's not such a bad thing to be playing the Black Stars at this point in time. But anyway, that's something we can talk about in more detail. Also, a bit of a shame, really. I mean, only one out of Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane will make it to Qatar. Egypt have been drawn against Senegal in the playoffs, which means that Africa's two best players today, the two Liverpool superstars, they can't both be present in Qatar. One of them is going to miss out. That showdown in March between two Liverpool teammates, I mean, what's that going to do? Imagine the atmosphere, imagine the tension in the Anfield dressing room between those two in the weeks, the days leading up to that one, knowing that one of them is going to come home heartbroken, or one of them is going to come home with that ticket to Qatar punched. And that's where Egypt Senegal was the first name out, their first names out of the hat. Then we've got Cameroon against Algeria. That's an absolute blockbuster. I mean, I know Algeria have been dreadful here at the African Cup of Nations. Maybe they've been the giants who have been the biggest underperformers, whereas Cameroon have been the giants and the biggest overperformers. And now one of them is going to miss out on the World Cup. That's going to be huge. Can Algeria get their act together basically in time for those World Cup playoffs? They've been disastrous here in Cameroon. Now, obviously, they've gone home. Then we've got an interesting tie, DRC against Morocco. And then really a playoff of life, you could say, for Mali, who are the only team out of 10 who've never been in the World Cup before. Mali faced Tunisia. Tunisia were definitely the weakest of those top seeds. And the seeding was based on the November FIFA rankings, but they've not enjoyed a strong tournament at all in here at the Nations Cup. And obviously that match between Mali and Tunisia in the first round of group games here at the AFCON, which was won by Mali, was obviously that there was so much controversy around Gianni Sikazwe, around the refereeing. Those two are going to have a chance to renew hostilities in the playoffs in March. And Mali are never going to have a better opportunity to reach the World Cup. They are heavyweights, a massive country. They've been to the Nations Cup semi-finals on multiple occasions, but they've never got to the big one. And now all they have to do is beat a pretty limited Tunisian side in a doubleheader to make it to Qatar. It is a remarkable, a huge opportunity for them. What's interesting is that all three North African teams, all of them were in Egypt, Morocco and Tunisia were in one half the draw, Egypt were in the other half the draw. And we still have a chance of seeing all of them in Qatar, which obviously for the Arab world would be fantastic. We could also see none of them there. So that's obviously for Tunisia. I think Tunisia have the best opportunity of getting there because even though they recently lost to Mali, they will see Mali as one of probably the weakest of those five teams. Even though DRC haven't made the Nations Cup, DRC in Lubumbashi is a very tough prospect for Morocco. So, yeah, we could see all three of the North African and the Arab teams make it to Qatar. Anyway, I want to take your comments about what we've just seen, particularly, obviously, looking at that Nigeria-Ghana derby. Two of Goal Africa's additions, two of our biggest fan bases. Let's see what people are saying. Diamond James, Chibuzor up Niger. Thank you. We're going to get a lot of Nigeria support, but I want to hear a bit more detail about why. A lot of people are saying it's good news for Nigeria. I think in light of what we've seen from the Black Stars during this miserable Nations Cup campaign, and I've got to agree. I mean, based on the last 2 weeks, all the teams apart from Congo have been here in Cameroon, and Ghana obviously have been just a disaster. I mean, losing to Comoros. Drawing to Gabon, losing to Morocco, the shenanigans, the antics, the waterworks, the accusations. I'm sick of it. And while Ghana have quality, they have talented players, and you can't write them off. They are massive underdogs now against Nigeria heading into this one. And if Ghana are going to extend their proud World Cup record, if they're going to write another chapter like they did in 2010 under Milovan Rajovic, they are going to have to improve dramatically to beat a Nigeria team who, as we all know, have been sublime, have been superior at this Nations Cup so far. Some may say that Nigeria didn't have a particularly tough group. They faced a limited Egypt team. They faced kind of Guinea-Bissau and Sudan, neither teams of whom much was expected. Still, Nigeria, 9 points out of possible 9, won all 3 games. They've got momentum under Iguavoen. Obviously, there's going to be again a change of manager with Jose Peseiro coming in after the Nations Cup. A lot of people are not happy with that, but at the moment, I'm not giving Ghana much of a chance against the Super Eagles here. But correct me, tell me if I'm wrong. What are the reasons why Nigeria fans should be worried? What are the reasons why Ghana fans, I know there are a lot of you out there, should be optimistic that you can see off the Super Eagles? And I know there are going to be a few South Africa fans with opinions. So if you are watching from SA, still a little bit bitter about what Ghana did, I know there's a lot of you out there. Please comment and let me know who you think are going to go through. Your rivals Nigeria or your now bitterest enemies Ghana. Evans Apong, we Ghanaians love history repeating itself. Thank you, Evans. I think he's quietly confident that Ghana are going to get another one over on Nigeria and they're going to get through. Looking for a challenge here now, Ghanaians. Nigeria thinks they are on top. Time to shut them up once and for all. Go Ghana, we are coming. I mean, listen, the optimism, mate, but I don't know what the reason for optimism is. I mean, Thomas Partey and Baba, you look at that midfield, Idrissi Baba, and there's kind of reason for optimism there, but they just didn't perform particularly well in the Nations Cup. Up front, they're lacking movement, they're lacking ideas, in my opinion, they're lacking a cutting edge. I think maybe reason for optimism, you could say the young blood, Sulemana, Mohamed Kudus, Issa Hack. Are these guys really against the Super Eagles? Is that going to be I don't know. I can't see it. We need a massive improvement from Ghana, and we need a decline, a deterioration from Nigeria in a month and a half. I don't see where that optimism is going to come from. Here we go. Silly biddies. Ghana, real Augustine, real joker Augustine, I think here. Ghana is going to win the World Cup with 4 points more than the second team. Time waster, absolute time waster. Angelo Munich, we go finish Ghana, then we go get Patapa, we don't upgrade, we get Zazuze, Patapa no de rain again. True words have rarely been spoken in one of these AFCON lives. But I want to hear the optimism. Pascal Ogbonna, Ghana can qualify. How can you win us? Niger for life. World Cup is not for you guys. Yeah, I mean, that's Nigerian optimism for you. Even before the Nations Cup, this would have been a bit more balanced. And under Ghana Raw, Nigeria hadn't shown their top form. They hadn't shown their top quality. They hadn't really, the handbrakes were on. However, since the Nations Cup, whereas Ghana, there was improvement under Rajovic. There was improvement during that qualifying campaign. We definitely saw it. We definitely saw a bit of momentum, a bit of belief taking shape again. There was a bit of structure, a bit of direction. But now, after what we've seen over the last few weeks, imagine also the morale and the mentality and the mood in that Ghana camp, because these guys have proved themselves to be bad losers. I mean, forget about being winners. Ghana have proved themselves to be bad losers. I've talked enough on this handle about how unimpressed I was with Ghana's reaction after that game against Gabon. And that energy from Andre Ayew, that bred into the rest of the team. You saw what happened with Benjamin Tete. You saw what happened with the negative approach to start off against the Comoros. The red card from Andre Ayew, you can debate it, but Ghana's morale at the moment must be absolutely shattered after what we've seen from them at the Nations Cup. Whereas Nigeria, assuming things don't go wrong in the next round or maybe even the quarterfinals, if they can come out of the Nations Cup with a semi-final performance, which even now would feel like a failure, but actually in the cold light of day would be a strong return, Nigeria will go into that one full of confidence. Plus, guys, you can't forget this. Nigeria are going to be welcoming back some of their big name players, the likes of Emmanuel Dennis, the likes of Paul Onuachu, Victor Osimhen, maybe even Odion Igalo will be handed a recall. There is some firepower coming back into the team, and I just think the Super Eagles are going to have just far too much of the Black Stars. But anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. What else have we got? Alcaraz writing in from Morocco, but giving his opinion on the Super Eagles. I'm afraid it's going to be easy for Nigeria, knowing they play the second game at home. It's a fair point. First sensible thing you've said all day. Ghana have to host the Super Eagles in the first match, which will obviously be their first match after this Nations Cup campaign. So a few suspensions to think about there, unfortunately, lads. And obviously then the Super Eagles will take them back to Nigeria in the second match. I mean, Nigeria they are in a position of control. Obviously, we know the Super Eagles can throw it away. We all remember Angola. We all remember 2006. But give me some reasons for optimism, Ghanaian fans. Michael Adams. Nigeria will beat Ghana at home and away. Now, I can see it. That would be... I mean, how would Ghanaians pick themselves up after that? Already the fighting talk has got a little quieter from Ghanaians recently, but how they pick themselves up after that? I mean, imagine what a boost that would be to the Super Eagles when they then made the move to Qatar, having had a strong AFCON and then having defeated Ghana home and away. Could they then be real contenders for the Nations Cup? For the World Cup title, sorry. At his best, I am not happy that Nigeria is playing Ghana. My reasons are, number one, Ghana Black Stars, I like little pointed lists like this. Ghana Black Stars are like wounded lion based on their poor performance at the AFCON. They will want to prove a point. Good point. Fair point. Could they be underestimated as well? Could Ghana be underestimated after what we've seen? Number two, if you have watched Ghana play Super Eagles before, they play against us like it is the end of their life. Anyway, Nigeria will win both legs. Okay, so at his best here gave Ghanaians some reason for belief. And he snatched that belief away by saying that he believes Super Eagles are going to go all the way. I like the way your mind works, Mr. Best. Eugene, Nigeria, you guys, listen, you haven't achieved anything at the world stage. Well, they have won Olympic gold in '96, Eugene, so get your facts right. Ghana really represents the continent better than you. Eat your Eba. A bit rude there, and go to bed. I do enjoy Eba though, and I don't enjoy it before bed though because it can affect the digestion. But he does have a good point. Because even though Nigeria have achieved things on the world stage, that Olympic triumph in '96, they have never gone as far as Ghana have at the World Cup. Ghana obviously reached the quarterfinals in 2010, only the third team after Cameroon, after Senegal to have reached the final eight. Something Nigeria have never achieved. So if we are talking about just World Cup legacy, and we are talking about who made the single biggest impact at the tournament, then Ghana in 2010 eclipsed anything that Nigeria have ever done in the World Cup. Even in 2014, when Nigeria went there full of optimism and enthusiasm under Stephen Keshi, they were eliminated by France in the round of 16. So Ghana's quarterfinal performance since then has never been eclipsed by an African team, certainly has never been eclipsed by Nigeria. So Eugene does make a decent point there. I do enjoy Eba. Anomes Fome, Wahala for both teams. I know Ghanaians will want to fight like wounded lions, seeing their abysmal performance at the AFCON. Nigeria should be wary of them. Good point. There is a danger here we might be underestimating Ghana, because even though the Nations Cup didn't go their way, that is completely clear. They've had a disaster. They had a shocker. They still did have strong defensive performance against Morocco for an hour. They still do have the ability to hurt teams. They scored 3 goals in the last 2 matches, and they have quality in that team. They've got Mohamed Kudus to come back in. They've got Abdul Rahman Baba. I loved what I saw from him at left back pushing forward. They might have guys like Wakasu Mubarak, who had a COVID and injury hit Nations Cup. He could be coming back into the side. So there is talent there, and they're a strong team. That's why they got to the playoffs. That's why they got to the Nations Cup, because they saw off their African rivals during qualifying. But come on, I mean, what we've seen from Ghana, what we've seen from Nigeria over the last 2 weeks has been chalk and cheese. And it's hard really rationally to make a strong case for Ghana progressing, but you never know, we'll see. Pro Start Aboke, at his best, you're a true fan of football. I agree with that. Anyways, we'll beat you in Ghana and draw in Nigeria. Interesting, could see that happen. Akpanine Michael, Nigeria has better edge over Ghana because they will be fortified by Osimhen and Dennis. Yeah, this is the point I made before. I mean, not only have the Super Eagles been super strong at the Nations Cup so far, but they're also doing it on the backdrop of missing so many of their players through injury or through COVID, or in Osimhen, we're not quite sure. In Dennis, we're not quite sure exactly what the real conversations were. But these guys, for a proper international break in March, when players there's no kind of club versus country conflict, fitness permitting, Nigeria will be boosted by these guys. Although it'll be interesting to see whether whether Jose Peseiro stick with some of the guys who have been loyal to the team during the Nations Cup, guys like Iheanacho, Umar Sadiq and Awani, or whether when Osimhen and Dennis return, they are immediately drafted back into the team. Because for me, I think from like Sadiq, I think Awani, I think they've done enough to suggest that they deserve more opportunities with Nigeria. I know some of you were criticising Sadiq, picking on his finishing, his first touch, etc., etc. But a bit of loyalty might be the right move at this stage, particularly with Dennis, when it's a bit questionable as to why exactly he's not here with us right now. Samuel, my man, nice to see you today. Nice to see you as well, Samuel. Always nice to get your comments. I'm very sure DR Congo will shock Morocco. Senegal will beat Egypt, Algeria to beat Cameroon, Tunisia to beat Mali, Nigeria all the way. So Samuel is our first reader who's actually given us full predictions for all the matches. And he's gone for a few shocks there. First of all, DRC beating Morocco. That would be their first World Cup appearance since 1974. Senegal beating Egypt, I think a lot of people will agree with that. Neither of them have really ignited at the Nations Cup, but Senegal certainly have had the edge. Egypt, I've not seen much, even though they've won 2 matches. Algeria to beat Cameroon, that's an interesting one, because despite Algeria's elimination, this Algeria team still did boast the best possession, the most chances created, the most shots on target at this tournament. The most shots, at this tournament. And they're still strong. They're still very strong. And Nigeria all the way. Pro Star. Ghana are the outsiders. 1% chance, 99% faith. Let's go Stars. Well, that reminds me actually of Andre Ayew's comments where I asked him what chance did Ghana have of going into the knockouts of the Nations Cup, and he told me 100% chance. So maybe he was following something similar. It was just 100% faith rather than 100% chance. Guys, please keep sending your comments in. We're going to be obviously covering this in depth on Goal Africa's handle over the rest of the day. You're going to find my analysis on site, my predicted 5 teams to go through. I've got a bit of an idea, a few ties I'm not 100% sure of. And obviously we are covering the Nations Cup in depth across Instagram, across Facebook, across Twitter, on site as well. You can find such a range of content on Goal Africa in terms of editorials, features, exclusives, interviews, breaking news here from Cameroon, obviously our video content as well. So please check out the goal content and send over your predictions for these next round, because we're going to be, as ever, looking at you, the goal community, the goal universe, the Goal Africa community, to really get some suggestion of what the continent thinks are going to be the makeup of the 5 teams heading to Qatar to represent us all. Guys, as ever, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure speaking to all of you, and please keep those predictions coming. Bonsoir.